What's going on today, Internet? Self-Assured with Retrospect. I often get asked as a reviewer and an avid handheld gamer what I bring with me every day to be able to play games on the go. So I thought I would take today to take an opportunity and go through my EDC bag. Let's take a look. I'm not exactly sure how to tackle all this, so we will start with the center pocket here. And first off, I do carry the iPlay60 tablet in here. This I can game on as well as just use for reading stuff. I read a lot of other people's reviews after I review something to see if my reviews came out the same after my stuff is published. And then I also, obviously, like I said, play some games on here. I haven't done a review on this specific tablet yet because we're still trying to figure out how to get Dolphin to work on it correctly. But once Dolphin's working on it correctly, I have a really good review that I will be putting up because this little tablet, for what it costs, can do a lot of amazing things. And like I said, I use it for more than just gaming on, but it is something I do game on. Next thing I keep in this pocket, obviously, is my Steam Deck. I think you can kind of see it poking out, but it fits in there real nice and snug. This particular bag has a W in it, and so it holds kind of between the stick pads here. So it helps it A, fit in there, and B, fit in there snugly. I also do keep this with stick keepers on it just to prevent the sticks from getting knocked around. These are pretty inexpensive. They're like 10 bucks, and I think they're worth every penny because I haven't broke these yet. And I am rocking some Handheld DIY TMR sticks in here, and they work fantastic, so I don't want to wreck these sticks. Now, when I'm at home, I put stick toppers on, which you may have seen my Steam Deck with orange toppers on. Unfortunately, with these on, they do not fit, so when I'm on the go, I take these toppers off because they do clamp right around and fit snugly on that. Now, be wary. I've made this mistake twice now. If you are going to get some stick savers like this, make sure they're made for the Steam Deck or Rogue Ally that you have. The Steam Deck sticks are different whether you have an OLED or if you have a standard LCD Steam Deck. They did use different sticks in each, and also the fact that I changed out these sticks could make a difference as well. But if you are looking for it, the OLED ones do fit on the OLED Steam Deck with these TMR joysticks in there. So I think that's just kind of a must-have for me, just because I am anal about my sticks and I don't want stick drift to start happening. But that's all part of this bag setup, and they stay in my bag. As soon as I start to play, I just throw them back into my bag again. I don't know where to put stuff as I'm doing this, so we're just going to kind of throw it down. Next, we'll go through the pocket that it pretty much has all the goodies in it, and that is this pocket right here. This is the front pocket of my bag, and this includes the most important item in this entire setup, or it doesn't work. I mean, minus maybe the bag itself, but there is an item in here that none of this really works out well for me more than an hour or two without. So we'll get into that here. But first off, what we're going to pull out is the headphones here. So I do have headphones. They're in this nice little mesh bag. This mesh bag actually came with the more important item. That's what this is for, but it does a really good job with holding my Raycons and my AirPod Pros in here. So this is a good little setup for that. Also, you need to get your name on your AirPod Pros and a little unicorn, because that's cool. I'll show you. My pencil has that on it too. It's pretty neat. All right, we'll set those aside over there somewhere. Next, I do always have a handheld in this pocket, and it's 99% of the time going to be the 35XX SP from Ambernick. This is a great little portable handheld that is pocketable, but it is a little bit chungus for your pocket, and so I do just keep it in here. This isn't my daily driver handheld. This is just one that I have almost for an emergency, like if I forget my daily driver at the time or I just want to jump into a game I've already been playing. I have this one sunk up with my sync thing. Once a week I just go through and sync it again, and I probably use this once every other week depending on what I'm working on, because I also do carry a handheld in my pocket as part of my EDC. I think that's what a lot of these handhelds are made for, so I do carry one there too, and we will get into that as well. But I do carry this 35XX SP just in a little pocket inside my bag, and there it sits, and I charge it from my bag as well. So it really doesn't ever get out of my bag unless I'm playing it or syncing it up with SyncThing to get all my game saves sunk together. Next, I do have an Anchor charger. I believe they say this one's made for a MacBook, but that's not obviously what I'm using it for. And this is mostly just used to charge my charger, and we will get into that here in just a minute. I rarely ever need to use this, but I do have it in case I am somewhere that does have a wall outlet I can use. It's nice to be able to just use the power that's there versus using a portable, mostly because then I can save my portable battery depending on how long I'm out and about. Now, I never have run into an issue where I've run out of power when I've been out before, but it's just there for an emergency in case I'm having a really long day. But that also is sometimes when I would go to the SP and play that because that power is available. But again, I charge that right here inside the bag. I do have a random USB-C cable to USB-C cable. This is one of those ones you get off Aliexpress when you need to spend $3 more in order to save $50. It is actually a really nice cable though. It does data too, but it's a 100-watt USB cable, and it's flat braided, which makes it sit better inside the bag, so that's pretty neat. Oh, time out. Before I go any further, I realized I forgot a couple of things. In the big pocket here, I do actually carry a plethora of different pencils, because I do have an iPad Pro that I often carry with me in hand or in a separate bag altogether. These are what I use to make my thumbnails and do some other art stuff that I do. And then I also carry a plethora of tips for said pencils, so that when they break and things like that, I have some extra tips for them. And then in the back pocket here, I do carry my wallet and a pocket knife. So we got a pocket knife, which should be part of everybody's EDC. And then I do carry my Ridge wallet back here as well. And then up here, so we're almost to the bell of the ball, but first I do have an Apple charger in here that I needed to grab out while I was still going through that, but I use this for my iPhone. It's the only thing that I have that uses an Apple charger still. I'm about to just upgrade iPhones just so I can go completely Type-C across the board, never have to worry about it again. It may happen sooner than later. And then the bell of the ball here, we do have my INUI P63 Cougar charger. I think it's called Cougar P63. We'll get this bag out of the way. And actually, funny story about the bag, more sporadic things going on right now. I just started using that bag because I was using this JSOX bag for a couple of months here, maybe 4 months, and now it no longer zips correctly. The zipper's broken on it, and so I needed to get a different bag, and so I'm trying out this other bag right now. I ordered it up just to give it a shot and see if it's going to be worth it or not. But anyways, back to the bell of the ball. This INUI Cougar P63 charger is a lifesaver. So I had a different charger I was using, and while I was on vacation, the charger died on me, and the other one kind of sucked because it couldn't actually charge my Steam Deck, which is actually why I started carrying the power cord, which I just use this now to charge this. So I don't really ever use this, hardly ever, to charge a device itself. I pretty much just use this. It's in my bag. I take it and I plug it in, and then I just plug it directly into here. And that's why you can see this is on the 45-watt channel right now. This will go directly into either my Steam Deck or one of these other handhelds. And right now the handhelds I'm carrying, and I totally forgot to show you the one that's in my pocket, which you could have guessed is going to be the TrimUI brick. So I do have a TrimUI brick with me. That's my pocket device. But the handhelds I'm carrying right now will all charge off of USB-C, so that the 35XS SP probably shouldn't be able to charge off of this, but then I got this little cable here, and I can plug it in and actually charge it off of here. It's not going to be C to C, but it will work, and it will charge from here, as you can see. So a normal time for me, this sits inside my bag, and I have cables running to everything in that front pocket, which are going to be the 35XS SP, and then I have this cable here. I just run it out of the bag into the pocket for my Steam Deck, which works great. But if I need to also charge my TrimUI brick, I will put this on the 100-watt, and then I'll just use this little bad boy with the TrimUI brick, and I'll just put the brick right in that front pocket. I know it looks like it's stuffed, but it actually has some room. So I can charge the 3 most important devices to me at any given time with the P63, which is awesome. So here we have 100-watt charging, 45 and 18-watt, and they're all going to run here and charge at the same time. As you can see, it's obviously working. It has this awesome display on it that tells me where the charger itself is at. I've never had this thing die on me in a day. I have found if I want to charge other devices other than just my Steam Deck, I get about a charge and a half for my Steam Deck, so that gives me 2.5 full cycles for the day, as well as charge my other devices with it. So that's my experience, and that could even be my cell phone to a full charge. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I can charge this on there, which is why I have this cable, and this one's a C to Lightning, and I can just charge this on there. It charges really quick. I think it takes about an hour and 20 minutes to get a full charge from pretty much dead, if I did my math right. And I have charged all this stuff and been using this now for the last couple of weeks since I got back from vacation. INUI had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to test this charger, and I'm like, yeah. Well, this became the most important thing in my EDC because my charger I was using before was the most important thing in my EDC when I was using that other bag. But again, on vacation, it just stopped working. And the other charger I had was a 3-port charger, but only one of the ports was working. So I was kind of constantly switching around. So with this now, I can charge everything all at once and get that maximum capacity. I can't stress enough how great this charger is. The only thing I'm bummed about really with this charger is after I got it, I found out that it comes in different colors, and you guessed it, there is an orange one, which would have matched my Steam Deck, which is kind of a bummer. I actually kind of looked for a bag that had orange on it too, but I didn't find one. But they make this in black, blue, white, yellow, orange, and red. So I think the orange would have been sick to have match my Steam Deck, but maybe in the future I'll pick another one of these up. I wouldn't mind getting another one. Maybe I'll buy one for my wife because she's always stealing my portable charger, so I gave her a really old portable charger from an old job of mine. She always complains about it not working, so maybe I'll just pick up another one of these. And I'll have links to all this stuff down in my thingamabob, especially the INUI Charger. It'll be down there. I'll have a couple of different links for this. This is the most exciting thing that I have, and as you can see, I can hook everything up here, and if I want to swap out, if I decide, oh no, you know what, I want to charge my tablet instead of this, I'll just charge up my tablet quick, and I can do that right here. Not a big deal. Or if I want to charge my tablet faster, I can use this cable, because this is probably charged anyways, and so I can just plug it in right here and be able to charge my tablet yet again. I hate that you have to hit the power button on Android devices, you can't just double tap them like my iPad does. Also, my pencils work on here, so it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and like I'd said, you have to get a pencil with your name on it. And it's the same thing that's on my AirPod case. You just gotta do it. Nobody's stealing this with my unicorn and my alien on it. Hell no. So that gives you a pretty good walkthrough of what I use in my EDC every single day. I do carry a lot of stuff as a handheld gamer. I know it seems like overkill probably to the average person, but I leave the house in the morning and sometimes I'm gone all day with no access to anything else but my video games. And obviously the things that go along with them, which are important. And that's important to me because it gives me something to do. I don't really have anything else I have to do during that time. Sometimes I make thumbnails for my upcoming videos. Sometimes I write out what's going to be in my upcoming videos. Sometimes I just sit and play video games, and that is what I prefer to be doing. And so I want to make sure I have everything with me to be able to do that, and everything with me in order to be able to make sure I can continue to do that if I'm out all day. Full disclosure, INUI did send me the Cougar P63 charger here for review. They have no input on what I put into my video. No money exchange hands. They don't get to see it before anybody else does. They're going to see it when everybody sees it at the same time when I upload it. So they have no sway in my opinions. I do quite enjoy it. The only thing that I wish that it had is one more port. Just because the way my setup is, I could charge 4 devices at once. That's the only thing in my world that it's missing. It doesn't even get very warm, which is pretty awesome. The digital screen also, as nice as it is to see that I have whatever percentage of battery that's left, it doesn't really do anything else for me. I don't know if we could put a smiley face or something on there. Here, I'll put one on there now. Wait, let me clean it up first. I'll wipe it off of my shirt. All right. Nope, still didn't work. Hold on. All right, we'll put a smiley face on there. Perfect. Let me know down in the comment section if there's anything else that I should be carrying in my EDC setup, or if I have too much or whatever. I know I carry more than most people do, but I mean, as a handheld gamer, I mean, you kind of need all the peripherals that go along with the handhelds. So at least in my opinion, you do. But that's all I got for today. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Share this video with your friends because sharing is caring. It also helps grow the channel, so I really do appreciate it when you guys share these videos. Also, check out one of these other videos up on top here that YouTube chose for you. If they think you're going to like it, I couldn't disagree with them. They're probably both videos from this channel, and they randomly chose them based off of your watch history. So if you don't know that you're going to like them, well, now you know. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!